The days are getting darker, shorter, and colder. And to make it more enjoyable, we need a comeback of Hygge. Hi, I'm Maya. I'm a designer and I help you create cozy homes and lives. And today it's all about Hygge. So I believe everyone knows what Hygge is, but for those who are living under the rock or something, Hygge is a Scandinavian concept of coziness, the feeling of warmth, the feeling of togetherness, shelter, being present, and the perfect atmosphere at home. How to create cozy Hygge atmosphere? You have to have soft, warm lighting. It's a key to the Hygge concept at home. It's all about little sources of lighting instead one big one. And you have to make sure that the light is warm. You can have smaller lamps, you can have fairy lights, or you can have candles. Candles additionally serve as a second aspect of creating Hygge atmosphere, which is scent. You can have cozy scents in form of candle, but you can also make yourself a cup of tea that will give you this additional sense. And you can use the scents from daily activities, daily Hygge activities like baking. There is nothing more Hygge than the smell of baked cookies. Amazing, amazing, so cozy. It just hugs you. I love it. And when it comes to hugging, you have to have a soft sitting area. Also, overall textiles are Hygge. They help you build up this cocoon-like space. So all the blankets, the cushions, sweaters even, every piece of textile brings in the softness to your space. Next important aspect are elements of nature. You can bring them in through wood. You can set up a vase with dried grasses, with branches. You can add some bowl of chestnuts or walnuts, something from nature that will live in your space and that will bring this outdoor element indoors. When it comes to nature, you also want to draw your inspiration from nature, especially when it comes to color palette. It's proven that colors from nature, earthy tones, calm greens, are beneficial to our mental health. They are calming and they create this soothing perception of space, which you especially want in the Hygge concept. Hygge is not only about those design principles, but also it's about intentionality with your space. So intentional minimalism, where you choose specific objects that are meaningful to you and that are somehow improving the space, is truly important. And here also comes the aspect of sentimentalism. And in Hygge, the concept of reflecting is really important. So every sentimental piece is valuable through the Hygge perception. You can have an album with photos that you browse through and remember warm memories. You can have an old vintage piece that has a lot of history in it and maybe something that was gifted to you, something that is really meaningful and valuable to you and that brings in those warm memories. So how you can apply practically Hygge room by room at your home. Let's start with a living room. You have to have a blanket, you have to have a lamp and or a candle, small sources of light. You can also add something that brings the togetherness aspect. In the living room, you want to share the space with those with whom you live, or if you invite someone, a good item to have that can be also a decorative piece, can be a board game that you will use with others when they come. Or for those who prefer solitude time, you can use a book as a decor piece and also as a book to read under the blanket. A book will be a great addition also in your bedroom. You want to have bedstand lamp, you want to have a blanket, you want to have a rag or cozy slippers next to your bed when you wake up to have something warm and soft under your feet. In the kitchen, it's all about baking essentials and cooking essentials. You can bring them out to remind you of those cozy activities in the kitchen. You can also have a tea setup, some jars with leaf tea, nice kettle, and your favorite mug. You can even place some of your mugs on the shelf, more visible, to bring in this Hygge atmosphere. When it comes to dining room, place some candles on the table, also a vase with dried branches or dried grasses. It will give you this autumnal feeling. Also, it's a natural element that you bring into your space and it will make it more interesting and more cozy. Sometimes you can also add another blanket on a chair for those colder evenings when you eat a dinner with your loved ones to keep you warm. And lastly, the bathroom. Hygge is all about rituals, so add a candle here as well. You can also prepare a bathroom tray with some skincare essentials to make your beauty routine more of a ritual and a pleasant time to be present in the moment. Also, to keep you warm and soft, fluffy towels, a robe, and a bathroom rag will add this comfort element to your daily routine. And especially if you don't have a floor heating, then a rag that is soft will be pleasant relief for your feet instead of cold tiles. When it comes to Hygge, it's not only about what you have in your space, but actually what you are doing in your space. So practicing Hygge in your home is about being present, is about being with others. If you live alone and if you want to be more mindful, if you want to practice Hygge, you can read a book, you can sit with a cup of tea and smell it and be really mindful of what you are doing. Also, all the hobbies that are handmade, like crocheting or knitting, even drawing, things that you do by yourself, but that help you slow down and be mindful, are great for this. Also, going offline and taking a step back to relax is important in Hygge. But Hygge isn't only about what you do alone, it's also about sharing. If you live with others, you can play a game, you can talk under the blanket. As I mentioned earlier, you can browse through old pictures and share some memories with others. Or if you live alone, you can just organize some cozy, intimate autumnal gathering and it will be perfect. A dinner or a baking session with friends. Just make sure that you are sharing this warmth of Hygge. I just love the Hygge moments and the whole concept of Hygge. I get so excited to sit with my tea and a book under the blanket, or even without a book, just watching people through the window, or not even people, observing the rain that is cold and unpleasant, but I'm seated under the soft textures surrounded by the pillows and in this super cozy atmosphere and just observe the cold outdoors. I love this feeling. Let me know what is your favorite Hygge activity at home, and if you want to see more from me, then remember to subscribe. If you have enjoyed this video, leave a like, and I'm sure you will love this video next. Go watch it and I will see you next week. Bye!